The other day, someone posted a comment and they said, "Man, you look thin, you look emaciated. You probably couldn't do 3 push-ups." And I wanted to address that subject today about fruitarians, vegans looking too thin. Now, let me just start by saying some people are born thin, okay? Now, I happen to be one of those people. I was born thin. Why was I born so thin? Well, genetics can play a part, and my father tended to be a thin person, actually. And the other thing is that a lot of it has to do with the state of health that your parents were in when you were conceived. Okay, what kind of lifestyle were they living? And my parents, unbeknownst to them, and don't get me wrong, I loved my parents. They were good people and they loved me like crazy. So I am not putting down my parents. I'm just saying that they were living a lifestyle that was not healthy. They were both smokers and drinkers. They were on a high-fat diet. And these things are not conducive to producing healthy, real healthy people. So, you know, don't get fooled by people that are thin, thinking they're not strong. As an example, my mother-in-law, okay, who was a very thin woman. I mean, Audrey Hepburn thin. She was very thin. But if you needed help moving a piano, she was the woman you wanted to call. She was strong, even though she was thin. And pound for pound, many times, thin people are much stronger than overweight people. And that's what I want to address too, that people tend to look at me and say I'm too skinny or too thin, but that's because we live in a society where we're looking at people that are, you know, minimum 20 to 30 pounds, 40 pounds overweight, up to 50, 60, 70, 80 pounds overweight. And what is that water? That water is, that weight rather, is many times extra water weight that your body will retain in order to put toxins in solution. It's basically saving your life, because otherwise you'd be overloaded with toxins. But the water, you know, suspends those toxins, but it adds weight to you. You don't want that weight. Or it's just fat. The fat you eat is the fat you wear. So, you know, you don't want that. That's not real muscle. The only way to grow real muscle is from resistance training. That's it. You break down the mitochondria and then they come back stronger. It's not whey powder, protein powders that build muscle. It's not the meat or the chicken or the fish or the cheese that you're eating that builds muscle. It's only resistance training. That's the only thing that will make you stronger. So, you know, you need a certain amount of protein, yes, but there's plenty of protein in fruits and vegetables, especially your leafy greens loaded with protein. So remember, it's much better off to be lighter or thinner, okay, than having that, carrying around an extra 20 to 80 pounds of water retention and fat is not helping you. It's not helping your health. A lot of that is toxic and you need to get rid of it. So, do you have the guts? Do you have the guts to walk around life as a so-called skinny person? Or are you afraid of that? Oh no, I don't want to be skinny. I don't want to be viewed as skinny. I got to be big and overweight so I look normal. So that's my take on it, okay? Because a lot of times when people say to me, you look too skinny, I'll just say, hey, you look too fat. In my mind, because I can tell when a person is 20, 30, 40 pounds overweight easily, even though to some, they may say, oh no, he's got muscle, but it's overinflated muscle. It's not real muscle. It's not the real strong muscle. It's overinflated. It's water and fat, not muscle. So today, I want to take the challenge. The guy said I couldn't do 3 push-ups, so I'm going to do 3 push-ups. Hopefully I can do more than that. Now, I don't work on push-ups per se every day, but years ago, I mean, I could pump out 50 push-ups, no problem. I can't do 50 now, but I should be able to do at least 20. So let's give it a shot. All right, 26, not bad for a 72-year-old who doesn't really practice push-ups. Maybe if I got back into it, I could get my 50 again. Probably, if I worked at it. But push-ups aren't one of my main exercises, but they're certainly good. It's a good exercise. Pushing, pulling, great exercise. But anyway, please give me a like. Please give me a thumbs up. Remember, don't be afraid to look too thin, okay? Most people are overweight, and they really need to lose it. You don't need to add water weight or fat to your body. You don't need it just to look normal. Normal is not really normal. All right, guys, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, post any questions or comments. I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Take care and fruit up, baby.